Hey y'all, it's Brandon with Voodoo Forge. And here recently I am having to tap a lot of holes. And if you're not familiar with what that means, it's taking a hole that you've drilled in steel or well in anything and threading it, putting the thread so you can put a bolt into that hole, or anything threaded into that hole. Now, if you've ever seen me tap holes before, you'll know that I don't do this a lot. I don't like to do it. Generally, I just weld a bolt on something. It's a lot easier. But for what I've been doing, I've been needing to tap holes. And I've had to relearn some hole tapping lessons. So let me give you the 3 things that I've had to relearn about tapping holes this week. First thing I had to relearn was it is important to make sure that your drill bit is square with your drill press table. Now I know there's people and they're going, well, of course. Well, I'm a blacksmith, not a machinist. So normally when I'm drilling holes, it doesn't matter if they're a couple of thousandths off. But when you're tapping a lot of holes, it matters. The second thing I had to relearn about tapping holes was the taps that are commonly available at Tractor Supply, Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever you go to buy communist-made products, are not super high quality taps. So if you need to tap a hole in some aluminum or some butter, they'll work just fine for you. But, well, okay, that's not fair. You can tap holes in steel with these things, but if you've got a lot of holes to tap, it's not worth it. It is definitely not worth it. So you want to get quality taps that were made. Well, these are American. There's some German ones. There's a bunch of good taps out there, but it's worth it to spend extra on quality taps, because while you can get, I think I did about 3 holes with this one before it started sucking. This one's on about 10 holes and still cutting fine. So go ahead and get quality, well-made taps. It'll save you a lot of profanity. The third thing that I had to relearn about tapping holes this week has to do with the drill bit size. If you're having a whole lot of trouble using the recommended drill bit size, you can go up a couple of thousandths. And it won't make that much of a difference in the strength of the threads, but it will make threading them easier or possible. And this works the opposite way too. If you're using the recommended bit size and the tap is going in really easy, and you'd like for it to be a little deeper threaded, you can go down a thousandth or 2 on your bit, but you're not tied in to the recommended bit size. So those are the 3 lessons that I've had to relearn about tapping holes this week. And I know some machinist or engineer is going to pop up and be like, you must use the recommended bit size. And I'm using that voice because you're a Nazi. I'm not putting together a nuclear reactor. I can change my bit size a little bit, and it's not going to make a difference. The other thing that I've learned makes a great difference now as opposed to the last time I was doing stuff like this is, used to, if I needed a specific tap or drill bit or something, I would have to bust out my paper catalog and order it, and then I would have to wait 2 weeks for it to get here. And we don't live in that world anymore at all. I can just go or do it on my phone and order exactly what I need, and it's here in a day or 2, and so it's available. Everything's relatively inexpensive, so there's no need to use subpar stuff when you're trying to do a job. It's just too daggum easy to get the right tools now. So hopefully if you have to tap some holes, this will give you a little bit of an idea to help you along, and you won't have to break a bunch of cheap taps and stuff before you, stick a square on your drill press. Anyway, hope y'all got something out of this, and y'all behave yourselves. If you're wondering why I'm threading so many holes, it is because I have improved my armor design. So threading the holes on the back plate eliminates some problems. It does not make it easier to manufacture, but it eliminates some problems. So it's all for you because I love you in a manly way, like a man loves football.